Look at this. Is that not perfect? I mean, that's like almost perfect. That's crazy. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today our first load of bees is coming back from almonds. Now it's a little bit early, but we're excited to get our bees back nonetheless. We have been busy prepping our boxes. The shop is a mess. Let me show you what we got going on. So I've had to dig out all of our brood boxes. These did all have bees in them last year, and it's just from dead outs we accumulate them. Those are ready to be prepped. We have containers, we got new frames, we got Sugar, we got Blake. Just boxes and boxes and boxes, getting ready to put our new brood chambers together that we have over here. I've got feeders coming in to go in these, and we have a little bit of a process to get those ready. The guys are wrapping up pallets. I'll show you over here. The guys have gotten a bunch of pallets done. So nice. We got double treated lumber on the bottom for ground contact. This is old form board, so it's HDO that's been used for concrete, so it's got a little bit of reinforcement. All treated lumber, all glued down, stapled, screwed in A.H. Meyer clips to hold our boxes. Super nice. Got a bunch of those knocked out already. We got a bunch more to go. Way over there, there's some more of that form board that we broke out. I think we're going to use some of this to turn into lids, but we'll see just yet. But we have been plugging away, trying to get everything ready for this spring. Like I said, our bees are a little early. We're usually seeing them back about March 15th to 18th, is I would say about normal for us. And I'm filming this, it's March 6th, and so we're very, very early bees. This is the earliest we've gotten bees back, I think, probably ever. So yeah, bees are coming back. Here in a minute, we are about to go meet the first truck. I've got the Hummer bee back here ready to go behind the International, and I've got a crew that's gonna go unload a second truck. So we have two showing up in the same night. Just worked out that way. You kind of take what you can coming out of California, and we're early. So we're gonna go meet these trucks, and we're gonna get this truck unloaded. Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, it's the next day. We got all our bees spread out and we're going through them today. So we're going to take a look at a few select colonies just to check for how much brood do they have, how are their resources, and we're going to check some mite levels. So let's dig into this one. First frame is honey. More honey, a little bit of brood there. Nice brood there. Good drone brood. We're seeing a lot of good drone population. Got eggs. Decent brood there. Got a few drones. Lots of pollen there. Kind of a spotty brood pattern in this one. There's some more brood pollen. Again, good honey. And resources, food right there. So we've got 4 solid frames of brood here on top. Let's check out the bottom. Two frames of honey. We got some more brood, that's awesome. Lots of drones. Lots of big boys in there ready to make some splits. Again, kind of a spotty brood pattern, but we're mixed in with pollen. We have some entombed pollen here. Yeah. So the bees, whenever they detect something wrong with the pollen, whatever it may be, they'll entomb it, they'll cap it. More spotty brood, larvae, eggs, good pollen. This is kind of just mediocre, but it's got brood and a decent population. Lots of pollen. These do not need pollen. And pollen and food. So that's 4 on the bottom, 4 on top as far as frames of brood goes. That's 8 total frames of brood for this colony. Oh, and I forgot to take a sample for Varroa. I'll do that out of the top here. I should have done that earlier. So we're going to take a frame with eggs and larvae. Shake the bees off. I'm going to skip over one. Find another frame with eggs and larvae. No queen. Shake the bees off. Open up our isopropyl alcohol. I'm gonna need a few more than that probably. It's a little light. Yeah, I need a few more. So this half cup of bees represents our 300 bees. We'll shake it up, see what our count is. Zero. That's what we want to see. And all our hives are tracked with this app called Nectar. So I'll go in here and do a hive inspection scan. You want to come show the tag, Blake? All our hives are tagged with these Nectar tags. They're RFID and QR and NFC. So you can scan them like so, or so I can also select NFC and tap and scan the hive in. We also have a scanner, like a pistol scanner, to scan things really quickly. Then I go in and do an inspection on the hive. So we had 0 varroa. We're not doing any treatment or feeding. All these things can be done at the yard level too. We're queen right. Did not see any hive issues. And we'll grade it strong because it's got good brood. And we said 8 frames of brood, right? Yeah, 8 frames of brood, so I'll mark 8 brood so I have notes for later. And we submit that inspection. That's how we do. So this takes the place of the old Bee Informed Partnership app that we used to use to track varroa numbers and hive issues. And I'm talking with Nectar about adding frames of bees and frames of brood as a metric on here that you can do just like the varroa number. But it's been a really good tool for us in keeping track of our hives. Should we check another one?
Sure.
Let's check another one. Again, we're just kind of randomly spot checking here. Honey. Good brood, good pollen, larva, fresh food, fresh eggs. There's our queen right there. Older girl right there. So that's number 1 frame of brood. Number 2, we have emerging bees, we have larvae and eggs, so we have nurse bees. So we'll sample off this frame here. We already know where our queen is. Same thing here. Lots of eggs. That's done. So we're on number 3. This is going to be number 4. Number 5. Good looking mixed frame. Again, the pattern's not great, but they've got really good resources. So that's 5 frames on top. Oh yeah. Bottom's looking pretty empty. We got some honey. Yeah, bottom's nothing but honey. So I'd call this a medium strength colony here. And let's check Roa. Alright, we have 3 in here. I know you probably can't see that. There's 3 mites in there. Which, based on how the brood looked, not surprising that they have a little bit higher number. And same thing, this is how we're doing our inspections this year. Scan it. Row of 3. We're queen right. Didn't spot any hive issues like foul brood or parasitic mite syndrome or deformed wing, but we are going to call that medium. How many frames of brood did I find? Was it 8? No, it was just on top. So it's 5. I think 5 on the top. You guys will know if I'm wrong. We're going to put 5. All right. Cool. All right, we put the camera away for a minute, and Blake digs this out of a colony. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful brood pattern. Nice drone layer. Solid brood pattern. I mean, this is probably the best, one of the best brood patterns I've seen yet. A little bit more breakup here. We have some entombed pollen. Entombed pollen here. Honey pollen here. Again, nice, beautiful drone layer. And if you want to pull the next one out. Good looking one here too. Beautiful, beautiful. That's all eggs. It's probably kind of hard to see. You might see the reflection of the food pool down in there. The perfect pattern here. Nice amount of pollen, nice amount of honey. Again, very beautiful pattern. The next one looks great too. Solid. So this was a colony that we marked medium before it went to California. So this is, it goes to show you what kind of a, you know, medium would be a 6 or 7 framer. Goes to show you what one of those medium colonies can do out on a good nectar and pollen flow. Ton of good pollen, good drone population. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's frame number 3.
Yeah, that's frame 3.
Good burr comb on his, good burr comb on this one that I just opened up. And we have some beautiful comb. Nice brood pattern there as well. This is the one that I pulled out. We put the camera away and we find all the good stuff. Beautiful pattern on that next frame as well. You got a drone layer on top of the frame. Don't see that as often as on the bottom. Beautiful. All that pollen. Yep, and all these drones. All these little fuzzy fat butt boys. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Brood on the next one too. So that's 6 frames of brood in that top box. I'm on number 4. I know I got one on number 5. Blake's wrapping up the inspection for that hive. This one washed a 0, which is incredible. We've had 0s and 1s all day except for that 3 that you guys saw. We're gonna keep plugging away here. Try to establish some sort of average for the yard, and that'll be the data we need. So yeah, that's how we're doing our inspections this year. This is our pre-split inspection process, just seeing what kind of resources do we have. Again, our bees were early, so we don't have cells lined up for about another 10 days or so before we start dropping cells. So we're seeing what we have, making sure we don't need to get another round of treatment or feed. These girls came back pretty close to 80,000 pounds on a truck of 384, and so I think we're good on feed. Just making sure that the rest of the issues that we need to keep an eye on are good. So far so good. We're seeing a really good brood average. The yard that we did before this average probably, would say, about 9 frames of brood, about 9 frames of brood or so per colony, which is really good. Seeing a lot of good population. So we're gonna get through this yard. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.